Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. And like you can tell from the title of this video, today I'm going to talk about my absolute favorite sunscreens, my go-tos, the ones that I have in my collection at all points. I would pretty much repurchase all of them before I even end up using them up. That is how much I love most of them. When I make that statement, I actually have one exception, but yeah, these are like the best of the best. I've been trying out skincare for like over 4 to 5 years now, and I feel like sunscreen is also something that I'm constantly experimenting with and using new ones. But at this point, I'm just like, you know what, I don't want to try and experiment with new ones. I just want to stick with my favorites and use the ones that I have. So, yeah. I'm going to talk about my favorite sunscreens in today's video. Now, I have a video similar to this one. I think it was also called my top 5 Holy Grail sunscreens or like favorite sunscreens, something like that, which I did a year back. And I will leave a link to that video as well. I feel like a few of my picks, which I'm going to be talking about today, are very similar to the ones, or rather, they are the same ones that I mentioned a year ago as well. So we do have some long-standing favorites, and then we have some which I've discovered more recently. So yeah, with that long-ass intro out there, let's get started and actually talk about all of these. But before that, I just want to quickly remind you, if you're not subscribed to my channel already, then please go ahead and click the red subscribe button, which is somewhere under this video, and then click on the bell, which is also next to the subscribe button, because if you don't click the bell, then you will probably not be notified and you will not actually see my videos in your feed. So yeah, go ahead and hit the notification bell. But now, with that out there, let's finally dive right in and talk about my favorite sunscreen picks. Now, the first one I want to talk about is one that you have probably seen me mention the most on my channel. It is the Lotus Herbal Safe Sun UV Screen Matte Gel. This is a bestseller on Nykaa. It is something that I feel like every single person has probably used this. It's one of those sunscreens. It's one that I again mentioned in my previous favorite sunscreens video as well. This was a part of the top 5, and this is one that I feel like earlier I would not repurchase as frequently because I used to try out a lot of different sunscreens, like I mentioned. But this is one that I've repurchased maybe like 2 or 3 times this year, in the past 6 7 months, I want to say. So that tells you how much this has become a holy grail favorite. I use it every single day kind of a sunscreen, so I had to mention this. It has an SPF 50, PA triple plus. It's got a gel consistency, so if you have more normal to oily skin, you're going to prefer this one. Now, I do have to say though that I'm going to be sharing some alternatives for this, and things that have a similar SPF or things which have a similar consistency to this, but not this obviously, because I have got a couple of comments in DMs from you guys over the years of people telling me that the ingredient list on this is not one of your favorites. By the way, this is a chemical sunscreen, it's not a physical sunscreen. So yeah, some of you don't are not fond of the ingredients list and feel like this has chemicals, like harmful chemicals. For some reason, I don't personally agree with that. But again, if you want alternatives to this, then I do have a couple of ones which I'm going to just talk about. So the first alternative that I have for you, and I remember talking to one of you telling me that you've used this in the past, but you didn't like the ingredients list, which is why you switched to a VLCC sunscreen. And I don't know if this is the one or it is a different one. I'm not sure. VLCC also has a couple of really good sunscreens. Two of them I really like. The other ones I'm not super duper fond of because I feel like they have more of like a moisturizing kind of like finish and consistency. I tend to prefer gel ones. I'm pretty sure all of the ones I'm going to talk about today are gel sunscreens. So yeah, also I'm sorry for the ambulance. We're just going to have to deal with that. Anyways, this is the one that I feel like is very similar in terms of the consistency to the Lotus one, and it's the VLCC Radiance Pro Gel Sunscreen Gel SPF 30 PA triple plus. This one is also paraben free. I'm not sure if this has parabens in it or not. Um, yeah, I'm not super sure on that one. But yeah, this one is pretty much the exact same consistency to the Lotus one. If you like one, you're going to like the other. That's how it is. but this one does have a lower SPF rating, so do keep that in mind. And I feel like that is how I majorly decide which one I'm going to use. I do have an IGTV video actually in which I talk about chemical versus physical sunscreens, and I also talk about how I choose my SPFs, because there is a reason why a particular product is SPF 30 and the other one is SPF 50, right? So it has varying degrees of sun protection, and the IGTV video that I'm talking about, I go into detail into all those things and the more technical aspects of sunscreens. So if that is what you're interested in, I'm also going to leave the IGTV video in the description box, so you can go and check that out. I'm not going to talk about any of the technical aspects in this video, because then this video will be very long. So yeah, I feel like I wanted to definitely mention these two. So if I am waking up slightly later and doing my skincare routine a little bit late on a particular day, like maybe midday or something, I would go for an SPF 30. But if I am getting ready a little bit more earlier in the morning, and I'm going to be like out, or even if I'm gonna be out and then if I come back home or whatever, if I want SPF protection from like early morning to evening, I would use an SPF 15. Just a little summarization on that. And then the third one, which I feel like this one I don't tend to use as much, because I have a very specific purpose for this one, and it is the Aroma Magic Blossom Culture Aroma Magic Aloe Vera Sunscreen Gel, SPF 20, and this is actually a mineral sunscreen, even though it's a gel. I don't know how they do that, but this one does have a zinc oxide, which is a physical UV filter. So yeah, this one is a physical sunscreen or a mineral sunscreen for those of you who prefer that. And this one is again very similar in terms of the consistency to these two. And I tend to use an SPF 20 on days when, if I'm going to wake up early in the morning, or maybe slightly more earlier in the morning, and I have to go run some errands, like maybe go to the bank, or maybe go to like purchase groceries or something, and then I'm going to come back home. And if I know that, I mean, I live in Mumbai, so it's a hot and a humid city, and I know that if I'm going to step out of the house and then come back after some time, I'm going to come back, my face is going to be oily and sweaty, and I'm going to want to wash my face like during the day itself, like another time. So I know I'm going to, if I use like one of these, what will tend to happen is that I'm going to go through them quickly, because I'm going to come home, wash my face, reapply sunscreen for the rest of the day, and it's just going to be more of a hassle, if you know what I mean. So if I'm going to run errands, I will use something like this, because again, it's got a lower SPF to it. And these, I feel like a lot of times, because they're so popular, I feel like both of them are really popular as well, you tend to not find them in stock sometimes. Like a lot of times they're out of stock, especially after sales and everything. So yeah, that's the reason I like to have this on hand for running errands. And that's probably the only reason why I'm adding this to my holy grails list, because I feel like that's when I will get more use out of this. It's not something that I would use on an every single day basis, because then I would have to keep reapplying multiple times throughout the day. So yeah, that is that. Moving on next to something that I've discovered very recently. Like, this one is very new. I discovered this around a month back or so. I've had it for a while, but I've been using it since the past 1 month. But this one is even newer. Like, this is the newest product in the whole bunch, and it is the Tricone Ultra Matte Dry Touch L-glutathione, I think that's how you say it, sunscreen gel, SPF 60. So it's the highest SPF product we have here, and it's also a PA triple plus, very high broad spectrum. So yeah, that's a very long name, and this is one that I recently shared on my Instagram. Actually, if you've been following me there, you would have seen, and I told you about how excited I am to use it. And I also mentioned actually both of these in my July favorites as well. So this particular one I feel like is another great option as a replacement for the Lotus Herbals one, because again, you can see that they've got a very similar SPF factor to them. So if you want to replace this, but you don't want to go for a lower SPF, and you don't mind the consistency of this and the way the formulation is, I feel like you're going to really like this one. So this particular one has a consistency which is, I want to say, it's a creamy gel. I know cream and gel, I feel like, are two very different things, and you wouldn't imagine something to be a creamy gel, but I feel like this is exactly that. I'm gonna try to demo, not demo, I'm gonna the Instagram story, I'm gonna try to insert that somewhere here because I swatch this for you and I show you what the consistency is like. So if I can do that, I will do that. But this is something you have to try yourself to know whether you're gonna like it or not. So I can't tell you if or not you're gonna like this, but I can try to give a good description to the degree that is possible, if you know what I mean. So I'm going to try to explain to you what this is like. So this is something which I feel like is probably the most universal. I feel like most of the other ones, except for another one I'm going to just mention in a sec, I feel like is more suitable for oily skin. But this one I feel like even if you have dry skin, you're going to really like this if you make sure that you're moisturizing underneath very well. Now I do have to say, for all of these products you have to use a moisturizer underneath. If you're using a sunscreen as a moisturizer, it's not the best thing to go for because again, moisturizer has a very different place in our skincare routine, and there's a reason why people say that you should use a moisturizer and a sunscreen. So yeah, do keep that in mind as well. And if you have dry skin and you're using a moisturizer, like a good hydrating moisturizer, then you might probably really like this. I also have to say that even though they say it's an ultra matte dry touch sunscreen, it is dry touch, but it's not something ultra matte. Like if you had used this one or even the VLCC one, you would know that they have like a gel consistency and they kind of leave your face matte after you use them. But with this particular one, it doesn't mattify your skin, which is why I feel like the name is a little bit misleading. But I still really like the product because I feel like it does something which none of these other products do. So the consistency of this is something that you will like even if you have oily skin, because it's not moisturizing. It's not going to make your face overly greasy. But if you have dry skin, this is also going to make sure that it does not make your face really matte. So it's the perfect balance where it's not too mattifying for dry skin and it's not too moisturizing for oily skin. It is the perfect sunscreen that's going to work for everyone. Also, I do have to mention that if you've been following me for a while, you would know that I've kind of stopped using primers a little bit because a lot of these sunscreens are all gel based ones. They have dimethicone in them and they kind of serve the purpose of what a silicone primer would do, which is why I have started using primers a lot less. But this is one of the sunscreens which I would have to wear a primer with for sure, and I don't mind that because I feel like if I have to wear makeup, then I would go for the Lotus one. But if I want to have a more no makeup day and I just want something that's going to work very well with my skin, then I would use this one. And what I also really like about it is that it it just disappears into your skin completely. I'm going to have clips for all of these on the screen, so I'm also demoing the product. You can kind of get an idea of what they're going to look like. And this one, what I really like about it is that it is undetectable in the skin. It basically does not change your skin. Like the appearance of your skin and your skincare is the same even after you put this on. Like before you put this on and after you put this on, your skin is going to look the exact same, but it's just the added protection that this gives you. And I know I've been talking about this for way too long, but I have to tell you, this is a product I really like. And even though I absolutely love the Lotus one, I feel like both of them have a place in my life, which is why I would not have either or. I would definitely want to have both of them. So yeah, that was my ranting and telling you how much I love the Tricone SPF 60 sunscreen. So yeah, that was that. Now these are all sunscreens which I feel like I am going to tend to use more, and you would see them featured on my channel more, apart from maybe the Aroma Magic one that I might not feature as much because it's like a running errand sunscreen. But I do have three more honorable mentions that I want to talk about, which I feel like again serve a very specific purpose, and I might not tend to feature them as much because I'm not going to use them as much as I would use these. So I'm going to talk about those quickly. First, let's talk about this one, which is another more moisturizing sunscreen option. Now this particular one is, by the way, the Plum SPF 30 grapeseed and sea buckthorn light stay day cream. So this is basically a moisturizer which has SPF in it. Now again, like I said, the reason why I really tend to prefer for all these other ones that I just mentioned is because they are not moisturizers, they are strictly sunscreens. And there are a lot of videos that I've been watching in which people have kind of spoken about how even though multi-purpose products like primers that have SPF or moisturizer that have SPF can be really good when it comes to like multi-using of products. But then when you think about long term, I feel like you are kind of damaging your skin, or maybe when it comes to SPF, you're not protecting your skin enough when you're using a product like that. So I would say a multi-purpose product like these has a specific purpose and has a specific use in my life, but it's not something that I would use on an every single day basis. So this particular one, I really like that it is a moisturizer come SPF. So for example, again, if I have to run errands, I might use this if I'm going, if I have multiple errands and I'm going to be out for a longer time, and I think that's when I would probably use this. Or the main reason why I actually have multiples of these right now. I bought backups during Plum's sale was because once the situation that we are in right now, the whole pandemic corona situation, once it goes away and we go back to our normal life, I am someone, I've enrolled myself in Zumba classes. I tend to go for jogging sometimes. I normally don't go in the morning, but maybe in the evening, if I'm going a little early in the evening, like say around 4 or 5 o'clock, and I want some SPF protection, I think those are the times where I feel like I don't want to put on too much of skincare. I just want something that's going to moisturize and protect my skin. And those are the times where I feel like I'm going to really, really use this. Also, I would not use this for an everyday basis because it's definitely a more thicker cream consistency, like I mentioned. So if I'm doing all of my skincare, I don't want a heavy, thick cream that is sitting on my skin. If I have to just wash my skin and then put this on and step out of the house, that is when I would use this. So yeah, I do have to mention this as an honorable mention, and yeah, that was that. So yeah, moving on next, another product which is sort of a multi-purpose one. This to me is basically a primer with sunscreen. I know it's not a primer, it's actually a sunscreen, but the consistency to me is more similar to a primer than a sunscreen, and it is the Supergoop Unseen Sunscreen. Now, if you follow any bloggers who live in America or anything, I'm sure you would have heard them mention this. It's a very popular one, and it's a really, really, really good product. But the reason why, A, this is very expensive, so it's not something that I can use as an everyday sunscreen because I'm going to go through it very, very quickly. B, it's not really that easily available in India, so if I use this every single day, I'm going to go through it in probably like a month or so, and then I'm not going to be able to have it. So that's another reason why I don't use this on a regular basis. And the third reason is because the consistency of this is, again, like I mentioned, very, very similar to a silicone primer. And when it comes to sunscreens, you're supposed to use a much, or like a lot, the quantity that you're supposed to use is a lot higher than a moisturizer or than a primer, because you need to get the adequate amount of sun protection. If you're going to use a very tiny amount, like how much you would use a moisturizer, if you're going to use that much sunscreen, it's not even going to give you the amount of protection that it would. Like if a product says SPF 50, it's probably going to give you like an SPF 15 or SPF 20 if you use a very, very tiny amount. So yeah, I'm kind of confused. Like if I use too much of it, I feel like it's going to slip and slide everywhere. And it's also going to run out very quickly. If I use a lesser amount, I'm not going to get the adequate amount of sun protection that I need. So with this particular product, I'm really confused as to how much I should use. So yeah, I tend to use it every once in a while. Maybe if I have to wear makeup and I'm gonna have a very long day, but like I'm completely indoors, and you know maybe I'm attending a function which is like inside a banquet hall or something, and I'm wearing a full face of makeup that I want should last very well. I feel like in very, very specific occasions like those, I would use this. And maybe I'll pair it with other sunscreens also. Maybe I'll just forget that this has SPF, and maybe I could use one of the other sunscreens and then put this on as a primer and use it up that way. But yeah, this is the one that I would not repurchase. A, because it's not available, and B, because I feel like, again, I don't really know how exactly to use this to get maximum benefits out of it. All the other ones I would definitely repurchase. This is the only one that I wouldn't. So yeah, I hope I did a good job of explaining that. And yeah, that is it. Those were all of the sunscreens that I wanted to talk about in this video. And I really hope that you found it helpful and informative. And I know this video is getting a little bit long, so I'm not going to make it any further longer. I just want to thank you for watching this video, and I really hope that you gain some knowledge out of it, because I feel like sunscreens is one of those things that people need to really give out valuable information about, because the maximum that I have gained when it comes to like skincare knowledge is from reading articles about sunscreens. I feel like content creators and YouTubers need to talk a little bit more about it, especially here in India. And yeah, that is it. I'm gonna like leave you right here. And again, thank you so much for watching this video. Until next time, bye. Bye bye.